What is up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you part 1 of how to make a texture pack on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So let's get right into it. Now the first thing you're going to need is Bedrock samples over here. I'll have a link in the description. It is on Mojang's official GitHub page. And over here you have to go to resource packs. And as you can see, all of these are the specific files you want. But actually, let's go back. And back to the original page for Bedrock samples. Now over here, we have to go to releases. Open the latest release and download the source code. Now when we download the source code, it should be right over here. I already have it downloaded, so it's perfectly fine for me. Now over here, this is my example pack. And going back, you can see that the Bedrock samples is over here where I zipped it. So I would recommend that you actually take the zip file from your downloads folder and move it from here, like unzip it, extract it, to another folder where you just store every single texture pack you make. So anyways, on Bedrock samples, all you're actually going to need is this resource pack, but if you want metadata, documentation, .github, behavior, it's on you. So over here on resource_pack, we have every single thing you need. So this should be your resource pack file. Your manifest, your pack icon, your sounds, text, textures, UI are generally the things most people change. There's models, there's particles, those are we'll talk about those in another video. Mainly what I want to talk about here is you're gonna need a photo editor like Photoshop or anything like Paint.net. Even Paint is fine, but I recommend Paint.net because it's basically Photoshop for free. Okay, so this is the main page for Paint.net, and this is generally where you get it. So it's on the Microsoft Store, but that's paid for some reason, and this is actually the free download. So it's really good. It might look a little sketchy. It's because the website is not that good. Basically, what you can do is click on this, get the free download. It's a really good software. And it's super similar to Photoshop. It's similar to GIMP, Paint Shop Pro. It's really good. And the other way you can get this, which I actually prefer, is called Ninite. Now over at Ninite, you can actually use this program to download whatever web browser, other thing, compression app, messaging, media, .NET. .NETs are super important. You can download Java versions, you can download imaging, documents, utilities, dev tools, security, file sharing, and online storage. So now over here, I would recommend Notepad++ and Paint.net from here. If you're going to do more vector-based, you can go for Krita, Blender's 3D, and GIMP is also vector-based. Now, all you have to do is click Get Your Ninite with the apps you selected, and it should be fine because it uninstalls every single useless software that it wants to bundle up. So anyways, back to the texture pack part. Now what you want to do is take your pack icon, your manifest, go over to your main folder, and pick your pack. Now over here, you can just paste them in. So now you got your manifest and your pack icon. Pack icon, we'll talk about that in the next video, which is going to be part 2 of this. And hopefully this is going to be a whole series. I'm going to continue this. And first up, we have our manifest. Okay, now this is on JSON, which stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It's pretty much human readable, So what you get is you have UUIDs. We'll talk about those in a minute. Descriptions, names, and versions. Now the minimum game version, if you're gonna make like changes with the brand new things, I would recommend setting this to like 121, 70, like keeping it latest. But if you're gonna do like something that was only for 1.16 or below, you can just set to like 1.16 or anything else. Whatever you change here, you have to copy it over here, but only the ones that exist. So for example, a description, if we make this A, we also have to make the description here A. So let me just get this back. Or for example, if we want name vanilla resource pack, there is no name here, so we can just keep that there. And the version, if we change it here, we gotta change it here. And these two will actually need two different UUIDs or it just won't work. You have to keep the type resources, and you change this, 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 this. Yeah, those are all you change. So this section, and this. Anyways, we'll edit the manifest later. And here, our main thing, textures. So you have to create a folder named textures. And then open this folder. And if you want to edit an item, for example, let's say a diamond sword, you create a folder named items. Now we open this items folder. And let's say we want to edit a diamond sword. So then what we have to do is go over here to our textures on our Bedrock samples. Go to our items menu and pick the diamond sword. Now after we found the diamond sword, I just recommend searching it up. You copy it over to your own texture pack. And as you can see, I currently have it as a paint.net. You might have it as paint or Photoshop, whatever you have set to default. Now we double click to open, hit open, and wait till it launches in paint.net. So I'm gonna do this tutorial with images mainly based on paint.net because it's just easier for me. So now you have to zoom into your image and pick a. And for example, let's say we want to make sword shorter. So we pick this top part, we hit this, and then we just move it down 2 blocks, which looks pretty nice. Now, I personally like making it a little curved, so it looks more like a blade. So currently it looks weird. So what I do is I just hit image, I rotate it counterclockwise, and then I flip it vertically, which makes it look like this, which is just super cool. So let's say we want to make diamonds darker. So I would only select the diamond parts because it also changes like this bar over here, the stick. So we don't want that. We don't want to change how the stick looks because it would just be weird and it's not correct. You know what I mean? So we select the parts of diamond sword we want to actually edit, like this and like that. So now the diamond sword is selected, but only the parts we have to edit. So adjustments and hue saturation. Now over here we can move this up and change the color. I'm gonna go make this a little darker and kind of change the saturation to be 103, maybe lower this. So this looks a little better in my opinion. So then we hit Control S, we save. And our diamond sword is done, for example. Now, I would also personally recommend changing the bow textures to be like different colors according to how much you pull them. And I have a different texture pack, so I'm just going to copy them over from there. Wood, stone, netherite, iron, gold, and a different diamond sword over here on my other texture pack. I will put this on Planet Minecraft soon after I finish it. So the first version will be there. I made the golden apple smaller, for example. Now, I copied some of the things over to this pack. So, I copied the swords, and most importantly, the bows. So the standby doesn't change, but the first pulling, it's red. When you pull it a little bit more, it's orange, and when you fully pull it, it's green. So you can understand when the bow's ready. And now I actually want to talk about the blocks folder, because this is where it gets a little bit more confusing, because some blocks just aren't here and they're in models, I think. So you are going to have to edit that a little. So over here, back on our texture pack, we're going to have to go back to textures. And we need to create a new folder called blocks. Now, when we open this folder, we're going to see that's empty, of course. And look, basically there's fungus, there's candles, there's these are customized according to the game's current file. So, for example, this chain, these are command blocks, these are cauldrons. You can even find some old textures over here, like the stone cutter for some reason. And as you can see, this is the new stone cutter, and it's named as Stone Cutter 2. And this is the original stone cutter, which looked like this, which is just insane if you think about it. Anyways, this stone cutter just isn't used anymore, and it's these textures combined. So let's say we want to change diamond blocks to look like how our swords look. So we take the block, we copy that, again paste it in. Same thing. We double click that, we hit open, and it opens it. Now, since I actually have the sword open, I just take the hue over there, adjustments, hues, and it automatically applies the same hue, which is super cool. And I love this feature of Paint.net, so I'm hoping you guys like it too. And now I actually saved these, and we are good to go. So now back to our main pack folder, you can see the manifest. This manifest, when you open it, I already explained the whole thing, but editing it is a little bit different. So description, let's say hello world, for example. So now, after we said hello world, we just copy this and paste it down here into our module section, because if you don't do it on double, it just glitches out. We should make the name example, keep it like that, and there is no name here, keep it on version 1, for example, 001, and the minimum engine just isn't that important currently. So now we have to go back to our web browser and open this site, uuidgenerator.net. Again, link in the description. You copy this UUID, and then you go over to your text file. Now over here, the first UUID, you see, you place it with this. Now you refresh your page to get a new UUID. Now this UUID, you paste this in. And as you can see, now I have 2 unique UUIDs, which is super important, because without those, the pack just won't work at all. And now, since we finished with this main thing, I guess we can go to the fun part, actually using the pack. So now we go to our actual root folder and click on this pack, right click it, and go to send to compressed zip folder. Now it's a zip, and we can change this .zip to a .mc pack. Hit enter, and yes. So now this is actually a Minecraft file. So when you double click it, it launches Bedrock Edition, as you can see. Okay, so now that we're in, it says import started. And now it should say successfully imported example, which is what our pack should be named. And it actually is. So now we have to head down to our global resources and select our pack. Now over here, I have it as my top pack. Now that I activated it, it will say loading resource packs. So after it loads in, you can see that we're actually in the game. let's just join our realm. Okay, so our sword is actually perfect. You can see that it looks exactly the way we made it. And of course there are more things that we edited, but I just can't show them because I don't have them on standby. So anyways, that was it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you everyone.